Jefferson Multimedia, what's up? Here's the 2024 version of how to power up the PCs, make sure everything is connected and ready to go. When you start with your PC, your personal computer, power button is right here, this white dot at the top. It's up on the right. Start by pushing that button. If this light isn't on, nothing else is going to work. Your monitor won't work, none of that will work. So the first thing I want you to do is push this button. If it doesn't turn on, if it doesn't turn white to tell you that it's on, the power is disconnected. And I'll show you how to fix that in just a sec. To turn your monitor on, if you see this little white dot down at the bottom, push the power button on the very edge of the monitor and it will come on. So don't try to push the blue light itself. Push this little button below the white dot. That's your power. Now let's check the connections on the wall for the PCs. First, we have our Ethernet, our internet connections. When you're on a PC, do not use the Wi-Fi because we are hardwired into the internet. If you're not getting internet, first of all, come to the wall. Make sure that you're plugged in just by pushing. Then when you look at power, this is where things can get weird because if you check the power cords, they go to the table in front, but this internet goes to the table in back. And then here's the power cord for this desk that's right here. So make sure that every power cord is plugged in. And how do you do that? Push it. Touch it, plug it into the wall. Same thing here. The front two rows on both sides will have two power connections. For now, the back rows have one, but that's going to be changing very soon. This is the back of the PCs. There's a lot of stuff going on with lots of different cables. So I'm going to unplug certain ones so you can see where each cable goes. Let's start at the top with these two black connections right here. These are USB cables and they have a rectangle plug-in as you look at the end of them. One is your mouse and one is your keyboard. It doesn't matter which one goes into which port, but they go right next to your internet connection. We saw where it came out of the wall. Here's where it goes into your machine, and as long as you see that blinking light, that means your internet is connected. And remember, on your PCs, don't use the Wi-Fi. Don't turn it on. We don't need it because we're hardwired through here. Below that, on this first little silver strip right here, this is where your monitor is going to be plugged in. You might have an HDMI cable coming out of this port, but you might also be connected here or here, depending on which kind of jack we have at your machine. But if you look at the first full silver stripe underneath everything we just looked at, this is where your monitor output goes out. So if your monitor's not working, touch it, push it, plug it in, make sure it's connected here, and then let's look at the monitor and see how you can check it there. Oh, but wait. One thing first, down here in the bottom left of your PC as you're looking at the back, this is your power connection. If you're not getting power to your PC, plug this guy in, push it in and make sure that it's connected. The video connection for the monitor is on the back. It's on the right. So if your video is not working right, twist these little screws. Make sure this plug is fully connected. Then the power for the monitor is on the left-hand side. Again, if you're not getting power, if it won't turn on in the front, push this plug up. I usually grab the monitor by the top with one hand and then just push up with the other. Make sure everything is snug. And yeah, you gotta touch it to make this happen. Check under the desk, make sure that your power strip is connected. In a lot of cases, there's a light. If you don't see a light, it might not be plugged in. Check the wall and make sure it's plugged in. If the light is off, is there a switch on the side of the power strip? Is that switch turned on? And how can you do that? You've got to check it. You've got to touch it. You've got to make it happen. And make sure that everything is plugged in because underneath your desk, your PC, and your monitor should be plugged in. So if they aren't, plug those in too. I think that's it for now. One more thing, if you come in and your monitor is flashing colors at you, that's just the screensaver for the monitor, so it doesn't burn 11:34 or whatever time it is into the monitor. So if you touch the space bar or touch your mouse, you'll be able to log in. So always log in with your FWCS username and password. That's it. Thanks. Bye-bye.